I have a banger of a video for you. If you guys have been looking for prompt engineering, a way to code without necessarily writing code, automating things, you are in the right space. I've been working for 2 months to build something, and I pivoted to build this. It is a cross posting pipeline that automates your videos of YouTube and Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn if you want. So let's take a look at my Facebook page. Hopefully it should be there. Should look like something like this. We have our organizational setup and we're able to resources, my team. We're able to make a new scenario. These are all our different pipelines. So we can just say something like cross posting. So we have all these various different, let's take it back a little bit, things that we can do, triggers, webhooks, like if we receive anything from the web. So some of you guys are not going to understand exactly what some of this stuff is doing, but you'll get the gist of it. Like if you see here, we can go to YouTube. Whatever reason, clicked on that. So if we go to YouTube, we can say we can upload videos, which I'm hopefully I can make a cross-posting pipeline eventually. So it says watch for new YouTube videos. So this is what we want. So basically when we watch, all we have to do to authenticate is we understand something. Yes, you have to save your scenarios. So that's the thing that I dislike about some of this. But you see, we were able to log in to YouTube, not writing any code. And so save anyway. Video search query, video category. So yeah, so in order to watch videos by search, so this is the wrong module. So in case we want to delete a module, all we have to do is right click it and we can say something like delete. And so go back to YouTube, watch new comments, watch videos in a channel. So all we have to do is watch videos by a channel. And all we have to do now is find the channel ID. So the channel ID for your account is going to be, so we're here, there it is. So if you want to find your channel ID, all you have to do is go to where your channel is, and it should be this symbol. So this @ symbol right here will tell you exactly what your channel is. So maybe you could make this to pursue your competitors. Like if you have somebody in your niche that you want to document some of the things that they're doing, they can do that as well. But yeah, you come down here and you press, you put your channel ID. You can set your publish before and after if you want to. I'm just going to say, and you can limit how many it goes. So here's how it works, right? Let's say you post 10 videos and this gets run every day. And so you have 10 new videos. If you don't want it to run forever, you want to put a limit, but I think this is fine. Like I don't post more than 10 videos a day, but I think that should be enough to like get people aware. So there you go. We can say something from a specific date. Like if we wanted to test this by this, since yesterday, actually let's do it by this week. So we can say that. So now we have this pipeline where whenever I have a YouTube video, it runs through the pipeline. So now what we want to do is we want to connect it to ChatGPT. Because if you guys remember from my Facebook post, if you were able to see on the Black Tech Experience. So I made a video and now we can go with a ChatGPT and we can say, create a completion, create a prompt or a chat. So basically all you have to do here is just say ChatGPT, then you create a connection. And all you have to do is get your API key from chatgpt.com. So if we have, I'm trying to find my API key. I don't know where it would be. Okay. And if you scroll down under API keys, you can find your secret key right here. And so with this, you can just copy and paste it in. So I'm going to do mine off screen so you guys can't run up my bill. But yeah, let's see. Create a new. It's gonna ask me. Looks like I can't retrieve the key after I've created it. I'm just gonna create another one just for practice. And so test key delete is what I'm gonna call it. And there you go. I have a new API key. Sure. So there you go. Once you ensure your API key, it should look something like this. And I'm going to move this over here because I didn't realize it's probably in the way. But yeah, then you're able to select the model. I don't think you need a very strong model for this, to be honest. Like, I'm actually going to pick Othor Mini because all we're doing is writing a prompt for the bot. And so yeah, we can add a message and role. I would say you are a assistant, and for the text, I would say I'm actually going to copy whatever I previously had. So if I could pull it up, maybe. So I'll paste it in my prompt. I don't know if you can see it, but basically I'm gonna be sharing this template with you so you don't have to go through all the main points, but I just want to break it down as far as my thought process in engineering a prompt. And I said, hey, I'm a content creator trying to engage with my audience. I want you to write a question to engage my audience. For the context, I'm going to post your message on Twitter and Meta, so be brief. The question / hook should be framed as if you are me. The hook should hold a bit of mystery. Also, always link to the video. And so then I put at the bottom, I said something like, here's the title. The title is looking at, if you look in YouTube, they have this is the video ID. So if you have the video ID, you can construct this URL. And ChatGPT is smart enough to understand to construct the URL from there. Let me see if I can't make it any bigger. So that's basically the logic behind why I constructed the prompt like that. And so there you go. So we have ChatGPT is going to give us a prompt, and then we can just go on there. And so basically now we can say something like, let's do something easy, which is going to be Facebook pages. And we can say something like create a post. And then all we got to do is connect to Facebook. It's taking its sweet ass time. Maybe I'm going to try restarting it. So I don't know. The platform is. Oh, okay. I guess I have to click that button. So with this, we're integrating the make pipeline. So still writing no code. So we can click the page and we can pick the message. And the message is the result here. So you see, make sets it up so that we have different parameters for scenarios, such as when we feed it to the pipeline. And so now that it has the result, the ChatGPT, it can be right there. And then we can say, how do we get the link? How do we get the link from this? And so we can add a module for a text parser. So if you don't know what text parser is, it's basically exactly how it sounds, is that add a router, not a router. You can't press Control Z. That's some feedback that I would give. But what I want, we can keep that router because we're actually going to go for it. We're going to add a module, and we're going to put the text parser. And we're going to say find string based on regular expression. And so, yeah, all we have to do now is we're able to post. I'm going to, again, I just want to say that you don't need to know any of this. Like, if you weren't if you wanted help on this, you could just ask ChatGPT, but I just pasted in a regex so that it will find links to YouTube, whether it be short or long form content. And so now that we have that, we're able to post the results and get the links. So let me see. Now that we have that and it's saved, hopefully we can come back here and we can see is this an option. We don't see it as an option, so sometimes you have to reset it. So I'm just going to delete this module and I'm going to come out here and just say Facebook pages again. And so we can create a post. And there you go. We can select the results and now we can see the output from that. And so let me just, yeah, I think that should be right. I think that should be right. But, and we can put the results there. So we have both the link and the result. And so what if we wanted to test this? What if we want to make sure that we're able to find this? So we can just say run this module only. Oh, I didn't, that's probably why it's not working as it is. We have to add the result there. So now that we have the text in there, like run this module only. And if we give it something like a YouTube video link, let's do something a little bit more PG. So we have this YouTube video link and we can go down there, make. And so we can put this YouTube video link. So we're going to save it and we're going to say here is a bunch of text plus a link. Okay. And so look, you can see I typed in here's a bunch of text plus a link and it was able to correctly identify that the YouTube link is there. So that's great. So now that we have that, we can post it. We can put the output of the text parser right there. And so we can put it on LinkedIn as well. So we can say something like create a post, a user text post, right? If I want to notify my audience on LinkedIn, we can connect. We can do LinkedIn. We can save. And then hopefully it should bring me to LinkedIn. And it's asking me for my password. I don't even remember, but of course, this is going to be another moment where I have to type in my passwords. So I'm going to just take it off screen because I have a password app and I don't want you guys to see all my passwords to my bank accounts or whatever. So NOM, this. I'm going to say my password, and then you can, just for clarity, you can allow. So yeah, that's OAuth authentication through the websites or whatever. And so again, not writing any code. We're going to just put the result in there. And not twice, but yeah, we get automated to article. I don't know. I'm not going to put the media type. I don't think it really matters as long as they have the feed, but we can put all that. So now we created a pipeline for posting it to all 3 platforms. And so then we can finally do it to Twitter. And Twitter is going to be the most challenging for various reasons. So X.com, they have a API. Let's just type. I don't know why it's not being recognized. Twitter is not being recognized, but yeah. So here we go. We have a post and we got to create a connection and we got to, I wonder if it's allowing me to create my, it's probably allowing me to create my like client secret and client ID. Oh, these are absolutely wrong. This is absolutely the wrong connection. I guess it's trying to give me my OpenAI. So how do we get the Twitter connection? So, And so I already have my account set up. And yeah, let's go to the developer portal. So before you would have to do this, I want to note to you that you have to sometimes say that you are a developer. You can just tell them what you're trying to use it for. I said something like I'm trying to make integration Twitter bot or whatever. And so yeah, with this, all we have to do, we got our projects. Perhaps we can create a new project. Let me accept this. I am going to put myself back over here so you guys can see. But yeah, so we have this overview of the different projects and apps. Maybe if we go back up here, we can say something like that. I don't know if I can create a new project. It would be nice if I could. Just so you guys could see. I don't know. It's not going to projects default. Maybe if I go to the projects apps, perhaps over here. I don't know if I have to have a paid plan in order to have more than one app, but yeah, I guess I'll just continue moving forward with this. If you guys know, hopefully you can figure it out. But usually you're able to create one app for your needs. And so I have this app. We're just going to call it the Make integration. I'm going to need to name it Make. Okay, I can't even do that correctly. I'm going to call it Make integration. I'm going to call it Rami's Make integration because it has to be specific, I guess. And so, yeah, you can come in here. So all you need to do to set this up is that you have to come and say, wow, that is super interesting how it's not set up anymore. Oh, okay. So, okay. I think things are working out maybe better than I thought. So this is a fresh account, and I'm starting to figure it out. So this is a fresh account, and you need to come in here and say rewrite permissions for your bot. You need to say it's going to be a web client, and yeah, you have to give it special callback URLs in order for it to work. So, you can always go find a documentation for Make. So Make, see if I can find it. Make Twitter bot documentation. So yeah, I'm on the right page. So if you come to this page, you can see exactly what the callback URLs are. And so it'll tell you you have to put this specific URL into the platform. And so if you look at this, no, we don't want that. Darn it. So yeah. So we put this callback URL in, and we need to put another one in. So Make, in my opinion, the documentation is decent. I think it's hard. Like, I spent a long time trying to figure out where this callback URL was, and I asked every single LLM, and it didn't find this page. So I don't know if they just need better LLM support, but keep aware of that. Like, the documentation they have good documentation, and perhaps it'll get better with the LLMs being there to help document some of the stuff. But yeah. Yeah, with these three things, it should be enough to save and move on. Yeah, so we're going to change the app. Oh, okay. So they're giving me... all right. So I guess going to have to delete this right after this. But yeah, once you have this, hopefully nobody's going to come into my account and do anything malicious. But I guess I'll just go ahead, since you guys were able to see the client and the client secret. I'll probably delete it right after this call. Wasn't expecting that, but whatever. And that's annoying. So let's type that in, client secret. So we're right here, and we type those two in, and hopefully it should work. Just want to continue to Twitter. Want to log in, Rami Pruitt. So hopefully it'll work this time. Cross your fingers. Let's have to do some debugging. It did. So this is what you should see when you are authenticating your app with Make. You authorize. It says thank you. This window will shortly. So you're back, and now we're able to create that post. And let me make sure we get a post. I'm not trying to get a post. I wanted to write a post. So we're on Twitter, and we want to click this and say create a post. So yeah, now that we've authenticated, we don't have to do that twice, or maybe we do. So now, yeah, once we have the client ID and the client secret in, we don't have to do it twice. And so this window will close shortly. So now we can just say something like, not the client ID. We can say something like the results. And now we can say when this runs, we will post to Facebook or whatever. And so I'm actually going to disable this because I don't want some of my videos to be seen on my LinkedIn. I keep it quite professional. So we run the code, and there's an error. The Black Tech Experience ID. Oh, okay, so yeah, Make can be kind of finicky sometimes. You have to like do things quite in a way that is doable for the UI. So now that I put that in there, we run the code. And so we can see all the different inputs and outputs. And unfortunately, it had a forbidden error. But you can see here, we have 3 different videos, what it feels like to be a remote software engineer in Twitch. Looks like, oh my God, I'm glad. It looks like it made every single video. It was my first 10 videos. I'm glad it didn't post. That's pretty good though. So if we have an error, you're not permitted to perform this action.